girls, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a bit of a birthday get ready with me, including a little bit of a pamper routine as well. So if you'd like to see this video, then please keep watching. So the night before any big day, I love to pamper myself. So I'm going to use my favourites from the new Spa of the World range from the Body Shop. They've actually taken inspiration from treatments of finest ingredients from all over the world that also smell so gorgeous, and it's like going to the spa but in your own home. I'm starting off with the Moroccan Rustle body clay mask, which is something really unusual to what I've tried before because I love masks in general. By using a brush like this, it gives you an even layer on your body, and it also means less mess too. And all I like to do is spread this all over my arms, my legs and my tummy, and happy that I've got like a nice even layer. With this, the mineral clay called rustle has been used for so many years by Moroccan women to firm their skin. So the drier the mask gets, the tighter your skin gets as well. As you can see, it tightens and dries and makes your skin feel so much tighter straight away, which is so cool. And once it's been around 15-20 minutes, when you can see it's all dried up, it's ready to wash off. I jump into the shower and make sure my skin is nice and clean before moving on to the African Zinnia scrub. So the Zinnia tree is known for its skin softening properties in its oil, and this has got to be one of the most moisturizing scrubs I have ever used. It leaves my skin feeling baby soft, but the thousands of salt grains in it get rid of any dry skin too. Once I'm done rubbing this and scrubbing this into my skin, I'm ready to then wash that off as well. Last but not least, I'm going to use the Polynesian monoi radiance oil on my damp skin to moisturize it before going to bed. This is a really quick and easy way to moisturize because you just splash it onto your skin and rub the product in so you can wake up with soft and glowing skin. It's also a multi-purpose oil, so you can use it in your hair, on your cuticles and things like that as well. So once I've done that, I like to get into bed and do my brows. So I just try and kind of tweeze out any random hairs that I've got going on before I go in with my nighttime skincare routine. So I just like to keep it quite simple. So I put a little bit of eye cream on, a big slathering of lip balm, and then I like to go in with facial oil. So these are the two facial oils that I'm using right now, and I just like to press this all into my skin until I'm feeling nice and moisturized, and then it is time to go to bed. And I try and get a good night's sleep before I have to wake up in the morning. So once my alarm has gone off in the morning, I like to wake myself up by looking at my phone and checking my social media and emails and things like that, just to make sure that I've got nothing urgent that I need to get back to. And then it's time to force myself off the bed, and it's time to go into the bathroom to get ready. So I like to take a shower every single morning. I jump out of the shower and it's time to moisturize, and I've been obsessed with the Japanese camellia cream for the past month now. It really does have a velvety texture like it says on the tub, which is so unusual, and it has a gorgeous floral scent which isn't too overpowering either. Although it's really rich, it soaks up into your skin really quickly, which is one thing I love. Then it's time for me to brush my teeth. So I like to do this, and then I also go in with my tongue scraper as well, and then it's time to get back into my room, get changed and start the makeup. For makeup, I started off with the Vitamin C Body Shop moisturizer just to make sure that my skin was nice and moisturized before I started my makeup. And then I moved straight onto my primer, and the one I used was the Smashbox Primer Water, and sprayed this all over my face. For foundation, I used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 220, and I applied this all over my face with a damp beauty blender because you all guys know that I love putting my foundation on this way. Then it was time to do my brows, but I did these off screen, and I will leave a link to my brow tutorial in the info box, but then set everything in place with the Body Shop brow gel. And then moved on straight to the eyeshadow. So for my base, I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden, and put this all over my eyelid, making sure there was a nice even layer across the whole lid. And then I used the Naked Smoky palette for my eyes, and I took this shade here first as a matte highlight for my brow bone. And making sure that both eyes were even as possible, I moved on to the crease colour, and I used a mixture of these two colours here into my crease, and I applied this with a big fluffy blending brush to make sure that the colour was nice and diffused into that area. And then moving on to my centre of my lid, and I use this beautiful shade here, which is a super shimmery shade which looks absolutely gorgeous on, and I applied it just to the centre of my eyelid and built up the colour until I was happy with it, and again making sure that both eyes were as even as possible. Then taking this matte grey shade, I applied that to the outer and inner corners of my eyes to create a subtle halo kind of eye, and I just built up the colour until I was happy with the kind of overall look and feel of it, and I also put it into my crease as well. Then I went back in with that shimmery shade into the centre of my eyelid to intensify that colour a little bit more before going in with a big fluffy brush to make sure it's all nice and blended. Then taking this skinny thin felt eyeliner, I just applied a bit of a medium to thin eyeliner to my eyes, and I didn't do a wing or anything like that, but I did slightly elongate the inner corners of my eyes just because I felt like going for a bit of a different look. Then taking the Perversion eyeliner by Urban Decay, I tightlined my upper waterlines and also my lower waterlines as well, because I wanted this to be a really subtle smoky eye, and I love doing my lower waterlines as well with this kind of look. Then after I'd curled my eyelashes, I went in with my favourite lash combo. So I first used the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara and gave a good layer of that onto my eyelashes before going in with the Miss Manga Punky, and then back in with the Lash Sensational just to make sure that all my eyelashes are nice and spread out. Then it was time for concealer, and I used the Naked Skin Concealer, and you guys all know the drill by now. I apply triangle shapes underneath my eyes to brighten that whole area and conceal, and then do the usual highlighting places on my face. So down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, around my mouth, my cupid bow, and recently I've been also putting it underneath where my contour would be because it just makes the contour pop. And then just blending that all the way again with my damp beauty blender until I am happy that it's all nice and blended in before going in with the contour. And I went for a cream contour again because I love a cream contour, so here I'm using the LA Girl Concealer. And I put this onto the usual parts that I like to contour. So my cheekbones, around my forehead, my chin, my cupid's bow, underneath my lips, and also I decided to contour my nose. So here I'm just blending all of my nose contour out with a fluffy brush and the use of my finger and the beauty blender as well before going in and blending all of the other contour lines away with a, I believe this is a buffing brush from Zoeva. And once I am done with that, to help further blend everything away, I'm just going over those lines with my damp beauty blender to make sure everything is looking seamless. Then using my Anastasia contour kit, I'm using these two shades here just to set the areas that I contoured. And I'm doing pretty much every single area until I am happy that it's looking nice and set before moving on to setting the areas where we concealed and highlighted. So I'm using that same kit and using the yellow banana shade and just pressing that onto the areas where we had applied the Naked Skin Concealer. And this just helps the makeup last a lot longer. Then to finish off the eyes, I took that same matte grey shade and I just kind of diffused that out onto my lower lash line to kind of make it look a little bit smoky before moving on to finishing my cheeks off. So here I'm using the Milani, I believe this is the Luminoso colour, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I put that onto my cheeks and it just gives a beautiful peachy glow. And to add a little bit of highlight, I put the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder on to the usual parts of my face, so the high points of my cheeks, up into my brows, a little bit above my brows, and then down the centre of my face as well. Then for lips, I used a mixture of two colours. I first went in with this Gerard Cosmetics shade in the colour Underground, which is a beautiful grey tone shade, and just to nude it up a little bit, I added a bit of the Sleek Liquor lipstick on top. Then for my lower lashes, I didn't want to forget these. I just put a little bit of that same Maybelline mascara onto them because you guys know I can't live without it. So you guys, this is the final look that I went for my birthday. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. It is such a beautiful look that you can wear totally for the daytime, and you can darken it up for the evenings as well. So I hope you all are having a wonderful August, and I hope you enjoy this Get Ready With Me, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!